Hello and welcome to the final installment of Trailblazer Reloaded. In the last episode, I got the Dragon Cup, and at the end of the episode, I did a bunch of Wintertod, and here is me opening up some of these crates and getting super lucky on the Pyromancer pieces. For reference, it took me like 75 crates to get the full set, so this was kind of a kick in the teeth. After finishing off the Wintertod and Pyramid Plunder tasks, I moved on to next, just because some clanmates decided to do it with me, and this is me struggling on the first KC. But I wanted to show this, and then the next thing, which is I got pretty lucky really early on. Oh! I can't believe it! Holy shit! Oh, wow. I'm out of here, dude. Let's go make the ZCB. First drop. What was that? At 11 KC. Wait, I don't have enough of the items to make it into a ZCB. So I guess we're going to just go back in. That is so fucking cool. What's even crazier still is it's the only thing on the log. I don't even have a shard yet. Well, I guess once we're done with this little next session here, I'll have to go kill some mages to try to grind out the shards. That took longer than expected, but at least it was AFK. Here we go. Zerite crossbow. Best in slot and 200 points. From there, I decided it was finally time to start with the Chambers of Xeric, and without having a powered staff, it means I had to use ranged on the mage hand, which worked surprisingly well. I'm pretty sure it's still better to use mage even in the main game, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. This is me just using the 5-0 with the mage hand using ranged, and worked pretty well actually. And just a couple of raids later, I got my first purple, which ended up being the Twisted Buckler, which is my best in slot shield, which it's no dex, but it's pretty good. This clip is pretty funny. This is me getting my first Deathless run where I actually died at the same time that Olm died, but it still gave me the combat task, so yay. While working on all the Slayer related tasks, we did end up getting the Imbued Heart right at the end of the grind. We're pretty close to 50 million Slayer, and we got this at around 90 something Superiors, and the last task for Superiors is just 100, so this was really nice to see. I was worried about not getting this 200 point task. One or two tasks later, we finished off the 100 superior tasks, and we ended up getting an Eternal Gem, which is just so freaking good. I was so happy to see this, because it means I was able to get all the RNG Slayer tasks out of the way before 50 million Slayer. Moving back over to Chambers of Xeric, we ended up getting our second purple, which ended up being a Arcane, which completely useless for me, but it is a league task to activate one of the prayer scrolls, so there we go. Slowly becoming more comfortable with Chambers as well. This next clip is absolutely busted RNG. Even with the league's rates, I get a back-to-back Eternal Crystal, and I'll just let this next one play out. This next crystal is not boosted, by the way. One last clip at Cerberus. This is just showcasing my fastest kill with the ZCB. It popped off well, look. I'm done with the kill before I even finish the sentence. This next clip takes us back to Chambers of Xeric, where I was running really low on supplies, so I decided to try 5-0 on the melee hand, and it actually works, so I just wanted to show what that looks like. Something you could pretty much only do in leagues. Although I guess you could probably mage the melee hand. It would just take an age, and well, you don't have a limited run in the main game, so it's just not viable. Joined a team of some randoms to do my very first Chambers of Xeric challenge mode, and it went okay. I did get 600 points because I got some combat achievements, and of course you get points for doing your first CM. With one last end of league's dopamine rush, We have ourselves 4,000 full points. And we're trying to get to 50 million prayer experience. Let's go. Bam, last one. 50 million prayer experience, and the rest of these are all going to go to herb packs. Because I need to get myself... Oh, I have to close this every time? Oh well. Get myself 50 million herblore experience, and this should actually get me to that. This is going to take a lot longer, though. Did some more CMs with randoms, and this time I got a really unlucky lightning spawn as I got trapped in the fire. There's just nothing I can do. More CMs and more arcanes. I just want the dex so I can do something else. However, the curse continues. 4th in a row. But whatever you do, don't get distracted in a CM, because that hurts. I was still hunting that dex, but we did get ourselves a nice little 200 point drop. ZCB beats this in every way, but 200 points is 200 points. Can't complain. Just a couple CMs later, we end up getting ourselves the dex scroll, and I was pretty happy. Needless to say, this is the first time I've had dex on the Iron account of any kind, and I was happy. And it was time to do some other content. With dex in hand, I ran off to Mass World next, where we wanted to get the combat achievement of coughing when Nex dies, which is such a terrible combat achievement, but we ended up being rewarded for it. Oh! Full helm, yes, please. Afterwards, we mostly stuck to small teams, and let's see how all that went. Ooh, 2 out of 3. Oh no. Oh no, another Nihilhorn. He was looking for that. I guess it's deserved. He got the Vambracers that I needed. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. No, another plate body. No. No, not another one. Oh, and somebody got a full helmet. Another double drop. Yes! I got the Vambracers, finally. Best in slot, baby. No way, back to back. Oh, sure, get a second one like 20 kills later. Dang. Another plate body. Another Vambracers. Well, this kill right here is 300, which is the final next KC. Let's get one more unique. Well, I can't keep grinding next forever, so we're gonna end it here. 306 KC, we did not get the plate legs or the hilt, so rip to 800 points for 2 master tasks, but I just cannot be bothered. Maybe I'll come back right at the end if I have any time left, but I'm just pulling my hair here. Let's make the Torva. Use the Ancient 4s. Let's see, chest plate into 3 components. And Tacits into 2. And we'll go ahead and do that. Full helmet. I saw one hilt, and I've seen multiple legs, but I obviously did not get those drops, which is very sad. Put that on. Just one piece, 200 points. Nothing crazy. But I do have a New best in slot helmet and top for TOA, which is what I'm going to do now. The warm-up raid that I did gave me a Thread of Adenis, which is just a 40-point task, but a task is a task, and yeah, looks nice. Oh. No. Well, it might not be much, but I finally made it past the 500 Akka room, which it took me 10 minutes for that one room. Really rough, but got the task completed, which is cool. Yeah, yep. That's actually the hardest part of the raid for me, so I'm happy. Now this next clip I'm going to put on 8 times speed, but it's just to show you how slow it is to do P2 Wardens with the Mage phase with like Ice Barrage and like the gear that I'm rocking. It's rough. Like I used all my ambrosias and everything just to like heal up and shit. Oh boy. That was a really long P2 Warden, thanks to the best magic spell I have being Ancients, but just got our 500 run done deathless. Well, of course it's deathless, I had hardcore mode on. Under 40 minutes, honestly it felt longer than that. Look at that, we're rewarded with the purple. Please be the Fang for a sweet 600 points. Come on, Fang. Fang? Maybe Fang? Just don't be a Missouri top. That's it. Yes! That is so good. Okay. Oh, wow. Here we go. There's 200 points for equipping the Fang. And then, what is this? Oh, hold on. How do we use this? I've never had this. Attach it. Fang ornament kit. That's 600 points. Woo! And I can get rid of the Staff of the Dead. Staff of the Light. Oh, man. That's so good. Okay, I'm going to go back to doing not 500s. Maybe if I get a Shadow, I can see myself doing that consistently. But, yeah. Nice. Instead of grinding out more raids, I decided to take to Leviathan and do a couple other tasks that I knew that I could get done, and I also still wanted to learn. There's going to be a few Leviathan clips. Here's my first KC, which I really didn't too much know what I was doing. Like, I had a general idea for this boss, but it doesn't really matter. I'm so freaking overpowered with this relic and the axe that it just, like, super quick kills. There's the first drop, a chromium ingot, which is completely useless to me. On a very scuffed kill, but got her teleport. This kill right here will be 50 KC at the Leviathan. This took like less than an hour. No way. 69 KC Venator Vestige. Well, I was wondering why I wasn't getting nothing. That's why. 82 KC for the first Awakener's Orb. I doubt this will be used. Probably should bank this. Another unique, albeit completely useless to me. Oh, what is the... okay. Second Venator Vestige at 108. I'll take it, I guess. Ooh, piece 1 of 4 for the Soul Reaper Axe. Very nice. This right here is kill 150 at the Leviathan. Still no Virtus piece. Kind of sad. There's piece 2 out of 4. Still no Virtus, though. There we go. First piece of Virtus. Virtus Robe Top, 186 KC. Let's put that bad boy on. 200 points, and we are now 120 points away from 70,000. Just as another showcase of how fast the kills were in leagues, I actually was able to teleport back to the Narda, full heal, teleport back, and then I would usually save like maybe 1 or 2 seconds just from, instead of just waiting for the Leviathan to respawn. And not only that, but I could get faster kills because I would have spec back each time. And this was my PB. This is the one and only kill that broke 20 seconds. It just, everything popped off. The rubies just kept hitting. If only the main game were like this. Actually, that'd probably get kind of boring. Well, there it is, 300 Leviathan KC. We did not get any other uniques, just what you see in my inventory there. And it's the last day of League, so I am not going to just sit here and kill this boss another 600 more times for the rest of Leagues. I'm going to go do a couple other things to try to get a couple of extra points. Maybe go try the Whisperer out, do 1 KC of Verdorvis. There's a lot of easy points up for grabs. Let's see. Oh yeah, we passed 70k with that, so... I wasn't aiming for 70k. I was trying to get 900 tasks completed. I don't think I can do that realistically with the time I have remaining. Maybe if there was like 1 or 2 extra days I could do that, but 22 tasks? I don't think I can do that. Not with the tasks I have remaining. So, all right, let's go do something else. I'll go try the Whisperer first. Well, there's 1 Whisperer down, and I do not think I'm going to do this again. I can't really brute force her down, and the teleport back here takes me all the way back upstairs. So there's 1 KC at the Whisperer. Well, there's 1 KC at Verdorvis, but I didn't get the task? Wait, what? Well, there's 10 KC at the Fight Caves. I'm not going to go for 15 because that's just too much time wasted. Let's gamble all our capes. Where's Fire Cape? Got 3 capes to gamble. Let's see if we get that pet. Still no boss pet. Not lucky. Not lucky. And not lucky. Okay, no boss pet. Not from that anyway. Am I going to do any more bosses? Oh, I guess I'm technically going to try the Inferno before I end the league, but I don't expect to get a KC. I'm going to give it maybe 2 tries at most, but I'm going to go do something chill, which is Mahogany Homes. There's about 6 or 7 tasks that I can get done there. There's the 200 contracts, and we are too far from 35 mil to really even try. One of the last tasks that I can do with the time remaining, there's 50 million Herblore experience. Just trying to get some last combat achievements for the last task and got a Zammy Spear. That's cool. That should be the last task done. 600 combat achievements, moving collateral damage. That's killing Zilliana in a privately rented distance without ever attacking her directly. And that takes us to 888 tasks completed. So let's do a little overview of the accounts plural, and everything I did and did not accomplish this league. I know I said I'd do Inferno, but some things came up, and the league ends in just a couple hours, and I really didn't want to end the league being tilted. So I'll gather some stuff together, and we'll go over everything. Well, that did not go at all as I expected, because I forgot that I took Equilibrium. I was trying to get all 5s, 1, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, but Equilibrium kind of screwed that up, and yeah, I overshot it because I didn't take that into account when I was getting that last bit of experience. So we got as close as I could. I went over a little bit, no big deal. I was done at 1.5 bill. I had nothing else that I could reasonably do. There was just like 2 hours left before the end of leagues. Like I said, I didn't want to attempt the Inferno, die at any point, and just be tilted right before the end of league. Same reason why I didn't retry the 6 Jad challenges. I'm pretty sure I could do it just fine. But I just, yeah, whatever. I did plenty this league. I ended up getting all of the collection log slots thanks to the Clue Hunter relic, and we ended up getting 174 combat tasks, nailing that last 600 points right there at the very end for the 888th task. I'll click over to the task thing so we can see we have 71,560 points and 888 tasks completed. Keep in mind, Dragon Cup is 56,000 points, so we way overshot that, and I think that's pretty good. I'll go over some of the things in game before moving on to just like the high scores and stuff, and just talk about some of the tasks that I completed, or rather didn't complete. So incomplete global tasks, there's a lot of things on here that are just not available to me, which I don't know, I'm not really sure why. A few things I could easily do, I just don't want to. Maybe they take too long, like this, 40 points for probably like an hour and a half worth of work. Nah, I don't want to do that. Green D'High Shield, that is a stupid task for me because I don't have Trickster. And hell, even with Trickster, this is a really rough task with my regions. That means I have to get the green dragon leather from the Isle of Souls chest, which is like a 1 in 40, and that's a 1 in 100 or 1 in 200 for the key. So an absurd rate. Not gonna happen. Full Gilded, I got a single piece out of all of my clues. That's not gonna happen. Can't do any of these. Two-handed axe I could technically do, but that's like 30 hours of forestry or some crap. Not gonna happen. A lot of things I can't do. Clueless Scrolls, 400 mediums. That's 250 more than I have currently. No way. Heavy Casket, I could do that. That's like 40 more elites. I could probably do that. I just don't want to. Scroll Sack, that's too many more masters. I didn't even hit the 75. This is 100 masters. 150 masters obviously is out of the question. Didn't take Banker's Note, so rune crafting's off the table. I checked, it's like a 1.3 mil experience per hour teleporting back to a bank. It's fast, but not nearly fast enough to go for 25, 35, and 50 mil. No skilling pet, a little sad about that, but I'm not even close to rate. I am sad about no boss pet. I did quite a lot this league, and I didn't get a boss pet. Technically over rate, but not crazy, so can't really complain too much. It is a little sad though. 200 Slayer tasks, I'm like 112 Slayer tasks in total, so that's too much extra work. Full Dragon set, can't do. Combat achievements, I could probably hit 700 if I was like really going for them, but because I don't have Tob, and Mauritania in particular, there's so many combat achievements in Mauritania that this is just not possible really. 1,000 is not even possible with my regions. I think 900 is not even possible, but it would take like everything. I could have gotten 200 combat achievements, but again, didn't go for them. Soul Reaper Axe, all I get was 2 pieces in the 300 KC. It just didn't really feel worth it to grind for, and who knows how long. Can't get the Mask of Rebirth. 20 speed tasks is only technically possible with my regions, but it requires like solo Cox speed time, Cox CM speed time, and a couple other ones, but like I think every single speed task to get the 20 and 30 is not even possible with my regions. Like I said about the experience ones, construction experience, the fastest experience that I could get with my setup was like 7 mil experience an hour, which that's good, obviously. And if I had more time, I would have gotten the 50 mil, but I just don't. Agility, not going to happen. That's just slow. Thieving, I could have done. There's like 5 million experience an hour with blackjacking, but that's too much. This is Herbivore, which is not very fast. It's like 2 mil experience an hour. So that's a lot of Hunter just to get a couple extra league points. Smithing I could have done, but that would have required like 40,000 bronze bars, buying them and then smithing them all into items, just because it's faster than the Giant's Foundry. Something like 5 million experience an hour. Whereas Giant's Foundry caps at like 3.5 mil. Same story for all of these. Mining, I ended up getting 35 million because I did a lot of stars just because I was playing the other accounts, which I kind of regret right now because I didn't actually get anywhere with them. I didn't even hit tier 8 on my main, and I hit like halfway through tier 7 on the other alts, so I had some fun, so that's all that really matters. Not possible. This is possible, but this isn't possible. And then full Virtus, I only got 1 piece. Switching over to unlocked, which is the other tasks that for some reason don't pop up. Yeah, this is not worth the time. These aren't worth the time. This I can't do. Can't do. I think you can do this one, but again, 40 points, like that's just not worth it. Farming contracts, I stopped at 50 or 75 or whatever the previous one was. It just wasn't really worth the time. I got 50 million farming. You'll see that in a minute. Chambers KC, can't do these things. Temperos KC, that's just too much time. Can't do this. Vardorvis is just not worth it. Whisper isn't worth it. More raids. Can't do this. Raids. Golden Tench, I got really kind of unlucky. I went all the way to 99 fishing and hunter with aerial fishing. Got like 1,200 pearls. Never got the Golden Tench. I think that I'm on rate for it. I'm not like dry or anything, but they didn't give a boosted rate, so that kind of sucks. Abyssal Sire, I stopped at like 200 KC-ish. It's just too slow to realistically go for. Nothing else except for 200 points. And that's kind of a long time. It's like 10 hours to get that many extra KC. Fight caves 15 times. That's not unreasonable. 5 times. It's like 20 minutes for a cape, so this isn't crazy. Could have done that. Inferno, didn't do it. Sort of regret it, but next league for sure I'll be doing that kind of stuff. Like at that point, I think I'll have mastered or at least been comfortable with enough content that I can do these things. I think I'll go into these more end game stuff earlier. That way I can do the grindy, league experience things later on as the league starts to wind down. I don't have to rely on trying to find teams because it was getting hard to find teams. I ended up doing solo stuff that I didn't necessarily want to. God Wars Dungeon Boss, this would just require 200 extra next kills or 300 extra of the other bosses, so that's just not worth the time. Raids, Vardorvis, Awaken bosses, I'm not there yet. Tomes, more raids. 6 challenge, again, I mentioned earlier. This wasn't possible for me. Even if I got full Torva, I got the legs and every other boosting thing I have, because not only do I not have Berserker, but I don't have access to like the prayer, the piety prayer. This just wasn't possible with my setup. Can't do these, can't do this. Well, this is raid, but I can't do this. And then yeah, this one, 400 points. I could have done that, but I waited to the last minute, so that sucks. Every God Sword, got a little dry on that. 300 next KC with about 200 of them being duos or trios. And didn't get a hilt. I saw 3 hilts in total. Raids. Achievements, which is not really possible for me personally. And yeah, that's it. Those are the only tasks that I didn't do, which are mostly just raids, which of course I learned this league, so I really wasn't expecting to get those done. I'm happy with my progress. 888 tasks completed, almost 72,000 points. That is massive. It's literally almost double the points I got last league. Yeah, that's a stretch, like 80% more. Bit of a ramble there. Let me look at some of the collection logs that I got that I thought was pretty cool. We did get 10 unsired in total and 193 KC. We got everything except for the pet. Hydra, 300 KC, everything but the claw, which wouldn't have mattered anyway. Let's see. Bryo, we got this at like 25 KC. Cerberus, we got a ton of different crystals. Oh god, I love the super fast kills on Cerberus. That was a lot of fun. Ziliana we completed pretty early, even with the boosts. Of course, the 10 fight caves with no pet. Not unlucky, not a big deal. 100 Gardor to get everything. Giant Mole, we did 300 KC, which helped me get to 50 mil Herblore. Hespori, we ended up killing 9 times to get all the combat achievements done for that. Another nice thing, I don't know if anybody's ever noticed this, I'm sure you have, but if you are here in the collection log, you can click right here to go to the combat achievements, so you can see that they're all done. KQ, we ended up killing a little over 150 times for the task there. Ended up getting 2 dragon pickaxes, one of them sitting in TOA, and the other one is an infernal pickaxe. Kree, it took us most of these 200 kills just to get that armadillo helmet. We ended up getting 6 chest pieces, which is kind of insane. Leviathan, oh, I skipped over Krill, but yeah, lots of spears. Leviathan, these kills were super fast. It was a lot of fun. I cannot believe I got 2 Venator Vestiges, which is super lucky even with the boosted drop rates. I am under rate on 2 pieces of Virtus. I think I'm rate for 2 or something like that. Next, oh man, this is most of the bank value is just from Next. 5 horns, 3 Van Bracers, which honestly the first one came at like 205 KC, which sucks because that would have helped the kills, but whatever. I ended up getting it in the end, which was nice. And then never completed the Torva. That's 400 points right there, 400 points right there. Very sad I didn't get any of those. That we would be over 72k if I had. Obor, I think I got this at like 25 KC, so that was very nice. 300 KC Seracnus, that was just for the tasks, and also it did help with the Herblore grind. Skatizo, we got the 25 KC. This pet was from the previous league, where I did like 120 KC, and I think I got like 4 pets in that league. Did not get a pet this league. I could kill it more and get a boss pet, but it's just, yeah, whatever. Temperos did 51 KC. I'm not really sure why I did 1 extra one there, but we did end up getting that big harpoon fish and the Tome of Water, which were points right at the end. Vardorvis, we just have the 1 KC, and what else? Wintertodd, 200 KC. I was doing Wintertodd, and in between games, I would teleport to the Pyramid Plunder, do a round of that, and I ended up getting the 150 gold chests at the end, and the 200 KC at Wintertodd. We got everything except for the Dragon Axe and the pet. And that is it for the bosses. Raids, we ended up with 15 solos. I guess 14 solos in 1 team, and then 7 CMs. And we ended up getting Dragon Hunter Crossbow, Twisted Buckler, and then the decks right there at the end, and then 4 Arcanes. Tomes of Masket, did a total of 7 KC, I guess. 1 KC I did just to ease into it, and then I did 6 expert modes. One of them was with a teammate, which is where I got the Masori body at the very beginning, and then 5 extra, and then the last one, of course, being that 500 run that you saw a little bit of earlier, where I got the Deathless run, which was nice. So that was, what, 600 points right there. Clues, I'll be quick here because I have the clue relic, so this is not super exciting. Obviously, green log this looked super early. Easies, we got close at 161. I just needed 150 for all the tasks for that. 160 here. Yeah, again, 240 more clues just to get 200 points. Not worth it. We're only missing a single item, which is the white elegant blouse. Hard clues, we did 300 to be able to get the transform emote, which was 200 points. And this is just something I did while I was like watching something with my wife. It was kind of easy to do in the background. So I did those. And then that, of course, helped massively with the collection logs. Elite clues, we did 150, and that was for the task. There is another task for 200. Not really worth the time, though. Got 51 out of 59. Missing just the super rare stuff and then the Mimic. Masters, we did 30, and that was just to get us over 25 uniques for the task. There's a lot of extra ones, but these just take a long time, and it's just not worth it for the leagues to me. We got 1 third age piece, which is the third age top, and then we got 3 freaking weapons, which is stupid. And then we got a gilded coif, which is the only wearable piece that would have counted toward the gilded set. So we would have needed to get 1, 2, 3 more gilded. Just didn't get it. It wasn't gonna happen. And then we didn't get any master uniques. Shared, we completed that like ages ago. Mini games, let's see. Did I do anything crazy here? I just did like the tasks for this. Fishing. Oh yeah, I guess it counts it. I bought these with pearls. Giant's Foundry, we did 100 swords. Most of those were bronze swords that I was just breaking really quickly, and then we got a few things for tasks. Guardians of the Rift, we got everything we needed from here. I don't think there was anything except for like the pet, I guess. And then 100 KC was stupid. The runs were like 15 minutes just to do a single Guardian. I mean, that might be a stretch. I think it was closer to like 12 minutes. But that's way too long for a Guardian of the Rift run. It was just, people were just AFKing. It's smart. I mean, if they had Banker's Note, they could do crafting or some other skill in there, but I got 50, not gonna do 100. Let's see, Mage Training Arena, that was easy points. That only took like 5 hours for like 7 or 8, or what was it, like 900 points, something like that. Mahogany Homes, I did that for the 200. That was pretty easy. I think it took in total 3 hours to do the 200 contracts, and of course I got made to 25 million construction experience, which is another 200 points. Pest Control, this was 50 mil all combat, so that was freaking amazing. And then of course there was some tasks to equip a full set. Let's see, Rogue's Den, I mean, whatever. I think there was a task to complete a full set of this. Soul Wars, I did the 1 win, which got me the Ectoplasmator, and I bounced. That was all the tasks for that. I don't have Banker's Note, so the Pure Essence just didn't matter to me. Tithe Farm, green logged this even without the Farmer's Relic, which not a big deal. With the 8 times multiplier, it didn't take that long. And that's it. Volcanic Mine, I got some teleports that helped with the elite clues. Others, I got what I needed from here. I didn't need the fly fishing rod, but whatever. I could have bought the fish sack if I hadn't. Let's see, Camdozel. This was my bait for the end of episode 2. I got the Akando Hammer. 10 points to finish it off. This actually took forever though. Like, it took me all day. I was working, so it didn't really matter. I probably wouldn't have been doing anything else anyway. But yeah, this was the dumbest 10 points I got in the entire account. I did end up getting a champion scroll. I don't think there was anything relevant with that, but it was kind of neat to get one. Let's see, forestry, nothing to speak of there. I got a few things from some few random events I did. This actually took a long time. Just to get the couple forestry events, I think it was like 6 hours. It's kind of nutty. Stupid that they were so low points, but I guess that just means you weren't supposed to go for them. Motherlode Mine was kind of ass. Even with the boost, because you were capped out at 3 nuggets per redeem, you had to like drop a third of your inventory to maximize that, and it still took all day to get all these things. I got the coal bag to kind of help me make ores like Addy and Rune, because I don't have Banker's Note, to make it easier, and it still sucked. It was still terrible. I didn't want to do it. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else. I guess I can look at the Slayer log. We ended up getting 2 Eternal Gems, and yeah, most of the other things. 66 granite legs trying to get this Draconic Visage. Oh man, I don't even remember if I even put this in the video, but I did like 600 of the Fossil Island Wyverns to get my Wyvern Visage, and then I did 7,000 of the Skeletal Wyverns to get the Draconic Visage, so I paid for it for sure. Tazar didn't kill him, and then this, I ended up getting 2 Scepters, and the Dragon Warhammer took me like 1,700 KC. And yeah, that's it. Let's look at the bank real quick. I'm going to go through it really quick because none of this really matters. Bank value 7.5 bill. Most of that's from Nex. These are all from Leviathan. I didn't bother organizing them at all. I'll go through the tabs. Gold, useless on this account. Everything else is kind of moot. Runes, mostly useless because I can buy infinite of. Anything else to speak of there? This was all just trying to go for like the fishing pet and 50 mil fishing. So, cool. Let's see. I got most of the skilling outfits that I could. I think all of the ones that I could. Yeah. Nothing really crazy in here. What about this? This tab is just kind of for fun. I can't really process any of these ores at any reasonable rate. I did go through most of my fletching supplies, getting this total experience up, which you'll see in a second. And then 130,000 pure essence, which is unreasonable of me to use, so I just didn't use them. Food, cool, mostly Karambwans because of the 200 mil cooking. PVM tab, looking pretty healthy. I did have the Torva, no plate legs, sad. Osmumpton's Fang, which I used exactly 1 time at Verdorvis. And what else? Nothing else here. I that's it. These the rubies were just so fun. I loved the rubies, and even the diamonds were a lot of fun as well. I will miss this range relic. The Herblore tab is mostly just to get me to 50 mil. Actually, it's just to get me to 50 mil. This is all the potions that I made to get to 50 mil. Kind of neat to look at. This is the trophy tab, I guess. Best way to put it. I don't know if there's anything to point out here, so just take a look at it. These were nice for Herblore as well, so I'm glad that I went for that next grind before 50 mil. And the clue tab, which 600 elite clues that are just going to sit in the bank forever until, 2 hours from now when they delete everything. And just about every clue item. Mostly arranged. I kind of regret starting with hard clue arrangements, but it's sort of out of order anyway, so it doesn't matter. And at the very end, we got 3 potion drops. I think 4, something else somewhere else. I don't remember where, but yeah, a little bit sad that I rolled those, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, Anku socks. That was the 25th item. These 2 items right here, the Ale of the Gods and the Anku socks, were 25 and 26 on Masters, which is kind of cool. Well, here's my faux full dragon set, all gilded. I can't wear the dragon scimitar, so I got my zombie head on. It's weird that this is a main hand item, but whatever. I know this is already really long, so let's kind of skip over what the last little bit here, which is my total ranks at the very end of leagues. We are ranked 206 overall, which I think is really nice for total experience, especially because I wasn't going for it like by itself. I was going for league points after after maxing, really. I was just going for league points, and I ended up with 200 overall, which is, it's pretty nice that I stayed almost top 200. I think my best rank was like 94, and yeah, that's kind of cool. I think if I would have gone for like pest control, just sitting at pest control to get all 200 mil combats, I think that would put me at almost top page, actually. So that would have been, if there was like 2 extra days, I would do that just to say I got top page. That would be pretty cool. Man, now I kind of regret not going for it, but I did end up getting quite a lot of points there at the end. Let me scroll down so we can take a look here. So we're ending at around 330 for league points, which is honestly kind of crazy because of how many points I left on the table with the raids and stuff, and like the items that you could pretty easily get if you joined CMs early on. Like there's so many people doing CMs in the first few weeks of leagues. I kind of wish I had done that, because there's just literally thousands of points that I didn't get. Twisted Bow, all the raids items, I would have gotten like 78,000 points just from that. So kind of sad, but it's something that I can keep in mind for next leagues, because I'm going to do next leagues. Of course I am. Boss KC looking pretty good. Again, no boss pet, so that's kind of sad. Mostly just task related stuff. Anything crazy in here? No, not really. What do we end up getting? 7 mimic kills. That's kind of cool. Anything that I would do differently if I had the opportunity? I would say yes. I would continue to have taken Production Prodigy because it's just so fun to be able to use that. But Trickster was definitely good. Like, actually, I don't know. I think if I would have thought my way through everything and known I was going to focus mostly on this account or completely on this account, I would have gone Trickster, still taken Fairy's Flight, that was OP. Banker's Note over Fire Sale. This was nice for early game, but honestly, the last 4 weeks, I literally did not use it at all. Like, I did not interact with shops whatsoever. So Banker's Note would have been way better for that. And honestly, if I had thought about multi-skilling, I don't know why I didn't, but if I had thought about multi-skilling, that this would have been a no-brainer, but well, here we are. Archer's Embrace, don't regret that at all. This was a lot of fun. Treasure Seeker was absolutely necessary to be able to get all the points that I got. Equilibrium, no, I definitely would not have taken it. It was useful for a few things, like being able to get Herblore easier. Fletching, obviously I got well over 100 million fletching experience, so that wouldn't have happened without Equilibrium. But Farmer's Fortune is just too good. It would have saved me more time than Equilibrium saved. I spent a lot of time farming this league, and kind of sad that I did. all the time that I spent on the farming contracts, on doing herb runs, on doing farm runs, tithe farm even, like I would have made up this time that I saved on Equilibrium by doing Farmer's Fortune. So hindsight's 2020. If there's something like this in the future, don't take Equilibrium. It's dog shit. It's not. It's good, but it's just not as good as Farmer's Fortune was. And Ruinous Powers is just not needed for me. Soul Stealer, I don't regret that for ranged. Berserker's a lot of fun, but like Soul Stealer was kind of awesome. I don't regret taking Soul Stealer. If Mage was definitely Berserker, there's no question about it. And honestly, even Melee probably should have taken Berserker over Soul Stealer because being able to just like one-tap enemies is pretty cool. Executioner, hands down, my favorite item, especially with the range relic because it made it one tick. So you could often get like 2 ending hits on bosses, which was just super easy to get 200 mil ranged experience off of. And honestly, if something like this happens again, I'm taking Executioner. It's just so good. Oh, you know, maybe not. Maybe if I took Berserker, Undying Retribution, I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm tired. I've been playing a lot of leagues. Like 45 days. I started this league at like 18 days. I'll put it up on the screen with how many days and time I started this league at, because I did check it right when I started, and I definitely more than doubled that. So I played a lot. I think I quit last league before the end. I'm not really too sure, but I was way more fresh on the game when I started the last league, so I've learned a lot since then, and I imagine I'm going to learn a lot in the next league. Well, let's see. Well, there's a little bit more to go over. I know it's already gone on too long. My other account. So I'm sitting here at Volcanic Mine because the last thing I did on this account was I got points from Volcanic Mine, like because I got 99 mining off shooting stars, and I got a lot of skills up to 99 just passively. I think I did my combats at Ammonites, or it's just like, you know, AFKing in the background while I played the other account. I didn't have a purpose for it. I got this off chins pretty early on. I learned 0-tick chin resetting, trap resetting, which I'm proud of. It's not intuitive at all, but hey, I learned it, so that'll be useful in the main game. And what else? I took the Slayer relic on this character, so this was like a couple hours of slaying just to get that. And then, yeah, nothing else. I took the farming relic, so this was like 30 minutes. It's an exaggeration. It took probably a few hours, but still, that was really fast. 280 points away from tier 8 relic. Just kind of pointless. Like, thinking back, it's not pointless because I had fun, but it was kind of pointless to even put in the time for this. Oh well, I had fun. What were my relics here? Took Trickster, Fairy's Flight, Banker's Note. Absolutely goated combo. Seriously amazing. If there's anything resembling this in a future league, this is going to be my go-to. Trickster was just so cool. I got 99 agility just following people on a fountain. It's crazy. I mean, and if this was my main character, I wouldn't have even done that. I would have gotten 50 million agility experience passively. Thieving was just so nutty. 200 million thieving experience, Rocky Pet, like easy. Superior Sorcerer was a lot of fun. Bloodthirsty went really well with that. Farmer's Fortune, like I said, Zerker, and then I would have taken Undying Retribution because I would have camped low health. Nothing else to go over here. I didn't really get anything cool. A lot of fossils that I could have used for prayer if I decided to do that. What did I do? I guess I did some Winter Tot on this character to get the 99. Is there anything else to even talk about? Not really. Farmer's Fortune stuff looks like nothing. Obviously, lots of wines from heroes, from thieving. That's about it. I don't think there's anything to talk about here. It's just league stuff. And this character, my other alt, I did the Wilderness. I did end up getting the Vigora's Chain Mace from Revenants, and of course upgraded to the Ursine Chain Mace, AFK'd some RTO. I got a lot of thieving done at Fires. I did end up completing Sins of the Father, about halfway to, or a little bit more than halfway to tier 8. Overall, I should say. And then the only thing I want to show here is, where is this at? In the Slayer tab. Down at the bottom, I got 152 blood shards. Oh yeah, one more thing. All pets. 12 Rockies. It's just I just AFK'd this character at Vyres because I got the RD medium diary done on this character, and I could just sit at Vyres for like 10 minutes at a time, one click, and yeah, I got a lot of pets on there. That was kind of cool. All right, well, I have rambled on. This video was supposed to be like 10 minutes long, and it's gonna be like 40 minutes, 45 minutes long now. If you've watched this long, I don't think it's got to be on another monitor at this point because I'm just rambling. Thank you so much for watching. I will be taking a content break in the main game, probably doing just some wood cutting or some shit, and then I'm gonna do some chambers because I feel comfortable doing solo. Oh, that reminds me, right at the end, nobody's watching, but part of the combat achievements, I do want to show this. Chambers of Zarek, I'm proud of this. I did end up getting the not so special lizard, which is not getting hit by the specials in his second to last phase, which is the healing phase, which I'm pretty happy with. I did not get the perfect Olm. I didn't really try. I guess I technically tried, but not after learning it well enough. I did this and I was like, okay, I'm good. I can do this in the main game now. I don't need to waste any more time doing this. So I think I could do this. I'm pretty sure. This though, Tecton sucks. I can't I can't get Tecton, but that's a different story. Tecton's easy to practice, so I'll figure him out eventually. Well, it's been a long 8 weeks. It's been a fun 8 weeks. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I've enjoyed playing these leagues. I made more content for leagues than I thought I would, so I'm happy with that. I learned things that I wanted to learn, so I'm happy with that. And that's really, having fun is really all that matters at the end of the day, and I think learning stuff is fun. Learning Olm was stressful to me, having to, lock myself in for an hour-ish to learn it, and then at the possibility of failing, it just sucks. So I was really apprehensive about that. And then I guess Inferno also falls into that category because I rambled for 40 minutes. I could have tried the Inferno. Whatever. But league ends in about 30 minutes. I think this is... Oh, no. I guess it ends in an hour and a half. I guess I didn't really pay attention to that, huh? Oh, well. Still, I'll get to it at some point. Probably. Maybe I'll be like Alkin and I'll have like 3 billion experience and every other content in the game done, but not even touch the Inferno. Who knows? I don't think so. I think I'll push myself before then, but thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, have a good one.